Now, Malaysia is battling a growing COVID-19 outbreak. More than 850 new infections have been reported, taking the national tally past 22,200. At the same time, some people have expressed frustration over the partial lockdowns imposed in targeted areas to curb the spread. Melissa Goh has more.
With mass testing being done across the #1 hotspot in the East Malaysian state of Sabah, the Health Director General, Dr. Nur Hisham, warned that daily new cases will continue to rise unless the r-naught that measures the rate of infection is lowered to below 1. Currently, the r-naught is at 1.5, which means for every one infected, he or she will go on to infect 1.5 others.
Today the RT is, follow the RT curve, is 1.5. Not good enough. If you continue 1.5 status quo, that means in 31st October you may get 4 digits. But if you continue to work and then facilitate and increase our activities, intervention, for example public health intervention, we hope that bring down to less than 1.
To do so, the authorities have stepped up testing in red zones, targeting up to 60% of population in lockdown areas. The Ministry of Health is also engaging volunteers, adding more beds and lab facilities to clear the backlog, after some waited for 1 week for the test results. In densely populated Klang Valley, that includes the capital Kuala Lumpur, which came under partial lockdown last week, the public is grappling with a lack of clear guidelines on movement restrictions. While businesses can continue to operate and dine-in is allowed for restaurants, limited to 2 per table at first, now it's eased to 5 for large tables.
Another lockdown will really kill us all, in terms of economically. Yeah. So I really hope that won't happen. When the last MCO announced last week, so much uncertainty. There's no clear guideline on what we can and cannot do.
While gyms and public parks are open, children playgrounds are closed.
You look at the park, it's just open, but there's hardly anybody here. I'm quite sick of hearing all the doom and gloom. I need to go on, right? I want my life to carry on.
Now, while people are adhering to health safety procedures by wearing face masks and washing their hands regularly, but the several water disruption in the city is really testing their patience.
Banyak susah lah. Cuci tangan pun terai, orang mai pakai toilet pun terai, susah.
Tens of thousands have signed online petitions urging the government to put the people first.
I just hope and pray that politicians can put aside their differing views for now and just really get us out of this massive hole that we're in.
A snap election now, they said, will be disastrous.
Definitely not. That will be asking for trouble, right? Hopefully the king will intervene.
The recent state election in Sabah has unleashed the third wave of pandemic, with cases soared above 20,000 earlier this week and pushing death toll to more than 190. Melissa Goh, CNA, Kuala Lumpur.